Hey guys, thanks for tuning on into today's video. So if you are interested to hear a little bit more about C.Y.O beauty exclusive at select Walgreens across the country, then stay tuned. Okay, I had to get my lighting situation figured out. I was like, why are all the lights on? It's not how I film. I did not pick up a primer. They do have primers. Like I said, everything is under $10. Most things are either $3, $4, $5, or $6. I didn't think I saw anything for $9, so just keep that in mind for the whole line. I'm going to go ahead and prime my face. Keep it 100 with you guys. I will be using the Fenty Pro filter to prime my face just because Fenty just launched. I'm loving it. I'm using it, so I'm not going to pretend that I'm going to use something else for this video. So I'm just going to dab this on. So on one side of my face, I am just going to use the Long Lasting Foundation. It says Life Proof on it. And then on the other, I'm going to put a few drops of this shimmer oil in it. So that's what it looks like. It's pretty dark. So, all right, that feels a little contrived. I'm surprised they had a shade this dark, and this does look a little neutral. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. So this does color match me better in real life, obviously, than it does on camera. But I'm going to go in with my MAC brush, if I can find it, and just start to kind of buff this out. I'm looking for the color on here, and I don't see one. This has a shelf life of 18 months, just in case you guys want to know. So this is, I'm sorry, it is a Boots company. I shouldn't say it's a Walgreens brand. So it's like a lower end version of Boots, which is a UK company. It's a more like affordable version. I shouldn't say lower end, but it is a Boots company. It's like pretty lightweight. It's a little tacky. So I am going to do a full face for you guys, but we're going to have to keep testing this. Little Walgreens tag is all over the wording. I'll read what I can. This says, saving skins in peril of pale everywhere. That's me. Gives good glow. Sounds weird. Goes the distance. It says, shake it smooth from top to toe, massage to blend, and then wash your hands. All right, I can do 3 of those things. So this is what it looks like. Nice little skinny dropper. I'm going to apply the littlest bit. It smells good. I definitely look glowing. I mean, anytime you add oil to your foundation, it helps to go on smoother. So that's definitely something I noticed. I can tell that I put some sort of shimmery product on my face. The coverage is good. I mean, I'll be honest, you guys, I've tested enough foundations to know, like, this does not claim to be matte. It looks a little shiny on my skin, so I wouldn't be surprised if this didn't hold up all day. It does say it's long lasting. I'm not getting the impression it will last very long. I feel like at some point, you're definitely going to have to powder this down. It's probably going to break down pretty quickly, but I like this. I like how this looks. It did a decent job covering my hyperpigmentation. So in terms of buildable coverage, let's talk about that for a second. So if you're looking at my face, I've got a little bit, like a large section of hyperpigmentation where my contour lines would be. I would not build this up. I'm starting to look kind of oily on camera, so if you do have super oily skin, probably want to stay away from this. It doesn't claim to be matte, it just claims to be long lasting. I just don't find that dewy formulas stay put. Now, I haven't tried every foundation, but I feel like this will break down pretty quickly. Could I go to work in this? Yes. Would I have to touch it up? Probably. If you do have any other undertone other than neutral, it's going to start to look gray. Even on me, if I build it up, it's going to look a little gray, and I think this does color match me pretty well. Looking at my pores, yeah, I can see my pores a little bit. They're not super enlarged. It's not the worst foundation I've ever used. Looks pretty smooth. I'm just starting to look a little oily. So if you've got super dry skin, you might like this. You might enjoy it. I picked up a concealer. This is in the shade Dark. It's made in Germany. Do a little triangle. So I think this is a little light for fall, winter. I might bronze just because, as you guys can see with this shade too, it is a little neutral as well. I don't think it looks too bad. I just look really neutral. That's the only thing. So I think maybe a fair compromise would be maybe not do a whole face of C.Y.O beauty. Maybe just like pick and choose what you use. I feel like my pores are a little bit more accentuated. I have larger pores right where I'm placing the brush. They feel a smidge bit more present after putting that on. I will set under my eye with the Cover FX. They've got a mattifying powder. This is in the shade, I think, Deep. So I just placed the powder over my concealer. Let's see. I feel like it's starting to crease a little bit. Yeah, you guys can see it. It's starting to crease a little bit with that powder being added on top. And I usually don't have an issue with creasing with my other concealer, so I don't blame the powder. I think it's a concealer. It didn't feel like anything super magical when I was, you know, blending it out. So if you don't like the way my eyes now look crepey, then I think it's a skippable product. So I'm going to bronze all over my face. I am going to do a drugstore friendly pick for this one. And then I have been loving this contour shade. Yes, this is a contour shade for me. This is a Marc Jacobs Perfection Powder in Cocoa Deep. It goes on a lot darker than this, so let me go ahead and contour and bronze just to bring a little bit of warmth back to my face, and then we'll go in, I think, with the shimmer stick. We'll do that next. I'm going to look a little bit off camera just so I can see where I'm applying it, but I am all about a subtle glow. Yes, this is pulling up the foundation underneath it. I'm also not using a very light hand. You are able to warm the product up. This is my type of glow. This looks so good. I am so surprised. Wow. The lady at Walgreens was right. She was like, you are going to love this. And I was like, okay, sure. I'm just spending the money. Fine. This is so pretty. This product line is kind of bad about naming stuff. Not gonna lie. And this is the eyeshadow palette. It's called Rainbow Warrior. And this is in the shade range Showdown. So this shelf life for the powder shades is 12 months. Shelf life for cream is 18. It's 10 shades, powder and cream, 1 highlighter and 1 primer. Hundreds of looks. So these don't have names. All right. So they don't have names, but these, because I looked inside already, these 4, this quad right here, those are the creams, powders, and a brush. Like I said, this line is very neutral. These are very, very neutral eyeshadows. There are 2 other palettes like this, and then they make singles. The singles, the metallic shades, beautiful, crazy pigmented. I went for a stick instead. Like, there's only 4 of these shades. I don't like single eyeshadows, so I just wasn't going to use it. I also picked up a volumizing mascara and a purple eyeliner, so I want to make something kind of sultry. I'm going to put down the Smashbox Photo Finish. It's a 24-hour eyeshadow primer. All right, so I'll swatch them here. They're real light. Like, I can't even lie to you guys. These are real dainty. If you have paler skin, this might be a little more pigmented. They are creamy, but they're real light. They're like real everyday. They're real plain. They also don't have any really good base shades. I'm gonna go in with this blue. We're just gonna see. Oh, that is shockingly more pigmented than I thought it would be. And this is nice because you can like put it level. This is cheap. I'm like pressing down to get the material out, and there's just extra space in here. If you guys can hear that. This brush is getting on my nerves. I think if you're not careful, you can kind of blend these down to nothing. These do not blend out super easily. So I would say maybe if you are interested in picking it up, they are pigmented. You can see it on my skin. They just don't blend out super easily. So go in with a light hand. Probably going to take you a little bit longer to achieve the makeup look that you're looking for, but you sit there long enough, it'll blend out. I'm going to go in with kind of this purple that we've got. I do think if you pile too much of these up, it's just going to all look gray, because this purple, as we can see, is very light. It's kind of turning this into a gray blob. I go back in with this ColourPop brush. So, full recap, went in with this first, then tried our luck with this, and now I'm going to go more into the crease with this shade. Just going to kind of force this into my crease. I have almond shaped eyes, so if I want to get in like photos and stuff, if I really want to see that crease color that people typically put on their eyes, they have bigger eyes, I have to do it with my eyes open and kind of do it on top of where the crease is. But I am putting this deep into the crease. This is pretty for building up that color. This looks nice. Because I'm going for more of a smoky look, I feel like this can look a little bit messier because we are going to put other things on top of it. I'm just kind of giving up on the eyeshadow, honestly. So one thing I do like about the eyeshadow, kind of looking at it, you do have to work with it to blend it out. Even here, it's not completely perfect. But if you work with it long enough, you apply enough pressure for a few seconds, you can get like a nice kind of soft blown out look. Now, let's be honest, I look better on camera than I do in real life. Someone could probably notice this little gap that's happening here, but it is noticeable on camera, just not as. So I'm going to keep working, and then when I feel good about my eyes, I'll come back. With this same brush, because why not, there's like this little light yellow shade. I'm just going to go ahead and plop this down. I am using a brush. I'm going to put this all over the eye because you could stop here and create a look. It's not horrible. It's like a nice kind of buttercream shade. It's complementary to my skin tone, so I do like this. I'm going to stick this metallic shade over it though, but I do want to show you guys kind of what this could look like. You know, if you buff the darker colors out a little bit more, you got a reasonable look. Also, I will smoke it out in a minute, but you smoke out under the eye, you got a reasonable look. But I do want to go in with this. This is very blinding, very, very metallic. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this on my eye. Glides on nicely. I'm going to just kind of blend that out a little bit. See how it works with the brush. This is not the best brush to use, but I would not recommend using a brush with this product. Or if you do, use a very stiff synthetic brush. And pat that out with my eye a little bit. Doesn't transfer too badly on the finger. I'm going to make this more of a purple look. I'm going to go in with this kohl gel eyeliner. We're going to do a few things. We're going to try a few things out. So this is a kohl gel liner. I got the purple shade, 36-month shelf life. Not mad at it. I'm going to start smoking. Actually, I'll do a little swatch test for you guys. Ooh, it's very creamy. It's just like a nice kind of plum shade. I'm back. I actually really like this look. It's kind of pretty. So I think by adding in the purple, the metallic shade that I put on top, like I think the blue that's in it pops a little bit more. So I am going to finish smoking out my bottom lash line and then apply the mascara so you guys can see, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I have finished my eyes real quick. Just want to talk about the mascara. This is the volumizing formula. It's got a shelf life of 6 months, like every other mascara on the market. So this packaging, I like it, but it does feel a little cheap, but not in like a horribly offensive way, if that makes sense. So I do like my overall look. It turned out a lot prettier than I thought it would, if I'm being honest. So we can see that the eyeshadows did have a bit of a hard time blending out. Quick word on the mascara. Even though it is supposed to be volumizing, that's its claim, I'm not getting much volume. It is giving me a little bit of separation and curl. So while it's pretty, they do have different formulas for their mascara. So I don't know what the lengthening one does in contrast to this. I don't know what the curling one does in contrast to this, but I tend to go for more volumizing mascaras, and I like it, but I don't think it's living up to its claim. I went for a non-traditional lip pick. So this brand, let me pause. This brand does have glosses, they have lipsticks, they have matte lipsticks, they have super lustrous lipsticks, they've got crayons, they've got liners, they've got everything. So I wanted to pick something that was a little different. And funny enough, I was watching Tati's video on ombre lip products, and C.Y.O has some. So this is in the combo of Life and Soul. I don't know how it's going to look with the look that I've created. In the store, I was going in a different direction mentally. So we're just going to see what this looks like. Hopefully I can bring it back with my blush look, but let's see. I've never tried a product like this before. And this is real cheap, so. Okay, let's talk about this. It's doing nothing for my lips. It feels really greasy. It's really oily. On the lip, I'm not getting much of an ombre, and the colors are starting to smear. So I would use this as a stain for work. I would not walk out the house like this. Even with a lip liner, this can't really be saved. So I would let it stain my lips and then take it off. So that's probably what I will do for you guys in a few seconds. So I want to show you guys really quick. I'm sorry, I was a little ghetto and used a receipt. I can't even like pretend. You can see the ombre a little bit on the paper. It just doesn't translate in real life. Right, so I wiped it off. Yeah, as you can see, it's already stained my lips. They do have a red combo, a purple combo, and an orange combo. So I wouldn't run out to try this line to pick this up, but I think it is kind of fun. And just know that it's not going to be super ombre on the lips. In retrospect, I probably would have gone with a red stain or a purple stain. Not necessarily bubblegum pink, but like I said, mentally I was going in a different artistic direction when I was planning out this video in the store. So it's cute. It doesn't look as contrasted in real life, so I still wouldn't walk out of the house like this, but if I put like a brown gloss or something over it, it just makes my lips look a little bit more alive. So let's do blush and then I'll wrap up the video. All right, so we have this powder blush. It's called Crush on Blush. Strong Words is the name of it. Shelf life is 24 months. These have incredibly long shelf lives. So I went for something a little bit, this is also really lightweight and feels kind of cheap, but it's fine. Something a little bit more seasonally appropriate. So I'm going with this Luxie brush, excuse me. It's a blush brush. Just gonna tap under the cheek a little bit. It's there. It's real subtle. That is the end of our video, you guys. Let's do a quick recap as I just mess with my hair. So C.Y.O Beauty, is it worth it? Was I happy randomly spending this money? Who knows? So I'm gonna be real honest. I've got this peach sports bra on that you guys have seen a few times in my video. Sorry. Got the striped top on. Got my chest all out. Like, do I like the makeup look with my outfit from like a fashion style standpoint? No, absolutely not. I would not leave the house this way. Now, on camera, I look a little bit clownish. I will say in real life, I'll go ahead and insert the photos real quick. I don't look half bad. I would wear the lip to work. I would actually wear the eyes to work. I like that I picked up a colored eyeliner instead of getting something black from the salon. I think the color combo does work depending on what your color scheme is, what your color palette is for your clothes that day. So hopefully those pictures of both sides of my face help out. Now that I've finished powdering, I can't quite tell any sort of level of dewiness or glowiness on the skin. You can see a little bit on my cheek, but it's not that much. Do I think this line is worth it? I mean, I'm impressed for nothing costing over $10. Like, I look pretty freaking good. I do. I look amazing. I'm like staring at myself. I look amazing in real life. I think I look awesome. Now, in doing a wear test, this would probably break down pretty quickly. Even though some of these products are water-based, they just feel a little greasy on my skin, you know, like when you try enough makeup, you start to get a sense of how you're gonna feel about something. And it's not that I'm like counting this out or that I think it's, you know, I want it to fail. I just didn't have the highest expectations for something that's $10. But if you're in a bind, if this is the only thing they have and you're like, I don't know how this wears, and you see this video, like, this is a pretty good indication for what it's gonna wear like. At least when you first put it on, if you're stuck somewhere and they have C.Y.O Beauty and you're not sure if you want to try it. That's why I made this video. It's for you. So I think there are certain products that are worth it. A lot of them are skippable, but I will say for everything being less than $10, like, this takes the cake. This is nice, you know. Just think about your complexion, the types of products you like to wear, the finishes, the formulas you like, all that stuff. I can just provide a general wear test, but you're gonna have to think about it, chew on it, you know, just think about what you like to do with your makeup and how you like to use it, and if any of what I demonstrated for you today is applicable. So, y'all, I have 60 minutes worth of editing that I have to do, so I do not want this video to be an hour. It is going to be lengthy, but I'll be honest. I had a subscriber the other day. She was talking about how she appreciates that I make longer videos. I love a good long video. I do. I enjoy long videos. I would rather the person take the time to just explain stuff versus make something that's 5 minutes. I know we live in a short attention span society these days, but I put these videos together so hopefully you guys can learn something from them, and that doesn't happen for me in 5 minutes 99% of the time. But hopefully this was helpful. If you found it helpful, please give me a huge thumbs up. I say it every video. Well, less than about 20% of the people that watch my videos are actually subscribed to me. So my content is getting out there, but people are not subscribing. People are not liking my video. So if you did find it helpful, please consider subscribing and liking. I'll wait. I'll hang out. If I do pop up in your searches, if you have seen a few of my videos, maybe we have something in common. Let's explore that. Always drop me a line too if there's something you would like to see. Don't forget to comment it. I can take a look into it, try to get a video together. And I always try to take in requests from you guys. So I need a Sprite and to go lie down. I feel like I'm about to get a cold when I wake up tomorrow. So thank you for dealing with the accent. Thank you for dealing with the cold. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. I'm going to go take a few more pictures and wipe all this off. The joy of playing in makeup. Take care. Have a great rest of the day. I will see you guys shortly. Bye.